Hello everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Sam and Max Save the World. And as you can see here, we are starting a new episode, the second to last one. So, well, look at that. He even shows it there that Max is now President of the United States. What crazy shenanigans will that lead to? Well, let's watch the opening cutscene and find out.
Unrest in the Dakotas.
Dispatch equal numbers of giant battle robots to all sides. Whoever survives, claim we backed them all along.
Illegal immigration.
Let the new guys pilot the giant battle robots.
Criticism that your domestic policy is too giant battle robot based.
They can take it up with my new press secretary, the Mametron 9000. If that's the guys from Air Force One, tell them they get the keys back once they say the magic word.
Quiet, Max. It's the commissioner. Total collapse of the economy and downfall of Western civilization? Great grinning head of John the Baptist in a pork pie hat stuffed in a rhinestone bowling bag. We're on our way. We've got a computer crisis to take care of, little buddy.
Have they tried turning it off and back on again?
Bigger than that, Max. Computers everywhere are going haywire. Planes are falling from the sky. Nuclear reactors are nearing meltdown.
And scores of pasty white nerds will be forced to go outdoors and socialize with normal people.
The horror.
Where do we start, Sam?
The National Consortium of Smart People who are good with computers has been tracking electron surges all over the country. And one of the biggest is right here in our neighborhood.
What an unbelievably convenient coincidence. How do we find an electron surge?
No idea. Let's go.
Uh-oh, somebody's hacking into the system, and this is starting to feel like Live Free or Die Hard. Have you ever seen that movie? Not great. Alright, so let's begin by shooting out the window.
Excuse me! Please stop shooting at me! Thank you! Excuse me!
Okay, it just says the same thing. What is that, like, portrait of him anyway? It's like a blob. Is it like the back of his head or what?
Hello, Mr. President. This is Margie, your scheduling assistant, with some changes for this week. You still have impeachment hearings on Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday, but the one on Wednesday has been pushed back for your war crimes trial. Thanks.
Since when is a president actually held accountable for their actions? That's something that hasn't happened in a while.
Hello again, Mr. President. Just a reminder that you're still scheduled to visit middle schools this week to remind kids of the importance of staying in school.
Aw.
As usual, we'll have therapists on hand after your speech to talk with the more traumatized children. One more thing, Mr. President. Your opponents have finally decided to cancel their weekly election ballot recounts. According to your calendar, that should free up the hour and a half each week you have marked as time to glow. Hello, Mr. President.
Okay, same
You
thing.
still push
That's what I
back.
figured. So that's interesting.
Hey, Max, there's a donut missing. You didn't actually eat it, did you?
No, the mold civilization discovered nuclear fusion and accidentally destroyed one of their continents.
If man does not learn from the donut box, he is doomed to repeat it.
Wait, what do we still have in our inventory? We still have the listening device. That's interesting.
Hello, is this the Pentagon? This is the President's National Security Advisor. I think the Swiss are up to something. You'd better check it out.
I love that shocked expression they get when the tanks line up along their border.
The
It's the little
Swiss.
things that make being leader of the free world worthwhile.
Can we use the,
I can't listen to
Oh, you're not going to talk on it. Okay. Okay, what's...
Max, why did you put the Bill of Rights on our dartboard?
House cleaning. Guess what? We no longer have the right to peaceably assemble.
Great.
And next time you're incarcerated, you'll have the choice of cruel or unusual punishment.
I'm beginning to regret voting for the other guy.
Oh boy. Looks like something familiar. Sir, I'll stop with the political commentary, but it's too easy when it's political.
Hello, Mr. Vice President.
I'm sorry, Sam, but I have a re-election campaign to think about. And let's face it, you are not a hit with the aquatic voters.
Oh my gosh.
I guess the computer crisis is affecting television too.
Or ours is just a piece of crap. Either way, this is serious.
You'd think the president could afford a better TV at this point. And a better desk.
Lincoln's Head, still at large.
Uh-oh, that's not good. I thought it was going to be in here. Then what's in here? Oh, it's...
Even if he was just a puppet, Max, don't you think it's unsettling to keep the head of the former president inside our closet?
You're right, Sam. We need to get a pike.
Hungry, Leonard? Okay, maybe later then.
Is there a finger missing from that hand?
There it is. Jesse James's actual hand.
No, remember that carbon dater said it was only a few
Jesse
years old.
James's actual hand. Amazing.
That made me laugh. If you couldn't tell, that was me laughing. Oh, I don't wanna. Well, that's our trip through the office for this episode. Geez, this episode is loading weirdly for me for some reason. Oh well. Still working. Alright, well let's see. Hello, car. Let's see what Sybil's up to. Oh boy, what is it gonna be now? What is that? Beta testing? What? I guess it'll due to lack of interest.
Hey, Sybil, have you...
I'm surrounded! Lightning bolt! Lightning bolt!
Stand back, Max. It sounds like Sybil's finally cracked.
It's about time. Her relative stability was making the rest of the neighborhood look bad.
Back, pit demons! With sword of righteous fire, I cast thee away!
This is just like that time we were hired as motivational speakers for that Sunday school.
Actually, now that I look closely, it's more like our last case. And the 3 before that. If there's one thing I've learned to recognize recently, it's a hypnotic device. And those weird glasses are it.
Launch stinging BBs of unholy smiting.
To break her out of the trance, we'll have to deliver a blow to her head.
You know, Sam, when you love what you do, it doesn't even feel like work.
Oh great. It looks like she's playing a video game.
Back, demons! Cast ward of pungent unsavoriness.
Alright.
Incredibly valuable historic artifact and incredibly tacky decor all rolled into one.
What are these sodas here? Alright, well let's see if we can't get a punch in on her.
Back, demons!
Oh!
Cast ward of pungent unsavoriness.
I can't get close enough to touch her, Max.
Maybe we can't do anything right now. Can we listen in on her?
I doubt that would yield useful
I
information.
don't want to click it on myself. I want to click him on her. Yeah, in the last episode, if you'd used it on her, it would have just been her listing off other job professions she might take. She was like, meter maid, nah, this, nah, and it wasn't exciting.
Okay, here's what she said.
The +2 sword shall be mine. Mine!
Alright. Oh, by the way, in the last episode, I was told that there was an actual Easter egg in there. If you set it to Easter and look in the golf hole, you'll find an Easter egg that's painted like the American flag with stars and stripes. And you can put it in your inventory, but it does nothing. Even Sam and Max say, hey, it's an Easter egg, which does nothing, and you can't do anything with it. It's just there. And also, I tried launching a missile with the beacon in our pocket, and Sam just says, I'm not going to push that button with this in my pocket. And that's it. So yeah, there's that.
A newspaper office's coffee machine empty for a 3rd straight day.
That's some hard-hitting local reporting.
I guess the reporters are having a tough time adjusting to life without the internet. Lincoln Rampage ends with colorful mushroom cloud.
There's one way to put a positive spin on it.
Majority of DC areas still uninhabitable.
At least some things never change.
Yeah, Washington D.C. not a great place. Lots of violent crime there, believe it or not.
This gumball machine looks pretty banged up.
A gang of about 5 dentists came through the other night, and 4 of them just started beating the hell out of it.
What did the 5th one do?
He kept sobbing and saying, "Why can't we all just get along?"
Well, what the heck is inside it?
It's broken.
Gunfire at White House again. President Max demotes loader to a territory. Thank goodness. Alright, Bosco. Oh, you're not just funny or anything.
Hey, Bosco.
Greetings
Oh, never mind.
and well met, friend Watchman for hire.
Sam, how come I suddenly have a primal desire to beat Bosco savagely?
Because he's talking like a Renaissance Fair attendee, Max. It's an innate fight-or-flight response.
I am El Bosco Drill, the unhinged, mighty half-elf ranger.
I can already tell I'm really gonna like this episode.
Okay, Bosco. While Max prepares the Thorazine, why don't you tell us why you've become an elf?
Half elf. And I'll tell you why. I've had multiple delivery conspiracies, I've had missiles aimed at me, and now I got rival arms dealers setting up shop in my store.
Point being?
It's not safe for me here anymore. I gotta take my business the only place I can feel 100% secure. The internet.
Bad news for you.
What does this internet doohickey have to do with being an elf?
Half elf. It's cause everyone on the internet has to pick an avatar, like a dwarf or an orc, or a hot young 15-year-old girl curious about the adult world and willing to experiment.
I didn't think it was possible, but he's actually less creepy as the elf.
Half elf, fool! Ah, never mind. You guys don't understand how computers work.
Okay, he's a half elf because he only has 1 ear.
You're taking your store online?
Where will that leave us? We fear and mistrust computers.
Don't worry, guys. My online store will offer twice the inconvenience at thrice the price.
Well, see you there.
Alright.
How's business, Bosco?
Business is deader than a valet parking attendant at a convention of mob informants.
That bad, huh?
That rat showed up and started taking all my customers. Free enterprise, Jack.
Say what you will, the rat knows his anarcho-capitalist economic philosophy.
Max, I only bought you those encyclopedias because you promised me you couldn't read. We want to buy something.
I have the finest goods in all the land.
Tell him we'll pay him just to stop talking like that.
What would Squire care to purchase?
Alright, here we go.
Do you have any dual-core processors with 512 megabyte cache?
Nay,
Do you have any chimpanzee-sized diapers?
nay,
Do you have any barbecue plankton chips?
nay.
Do you have any keychains with a +8 modifier to dexterity?
I wish.
Oh, yeah, that'd be nice.
Do you have any self-respect?
Nay.
Ah, tricked you!
No, I understood the question. I understood it all too well.
Oh, Bosco.
You sure do know how to suck the fun out of everything, Bosco. Do you have any Lombos?
He's stale.
Do you have any dual...
Okay.
Nay.
What have you got?
Oh, not much. Just a virulent biological weapon.
All right!
Biological weapons? We don't like to judge.
Speak for yourself, Sam.
But isn't germ warfare a little on the south side of ethical?
I've got to compete to stay in the market, guys. If an arms dealer's gonna open up shop in my store, I've got to up the ante.
Alright, what is it gonna be this time?
All right. How much for this virulent biological weapon of yours?
1 billion.
How did I know?
We'll take it.
What's another billion or so to the national deficit?
Oh my
I'm
gosh.
sorry. For safety reasons, I no longer accept cash in the store. You'll have to pay online.
That's pretty inconvenient.
Thank you.
So yeah, I love how it like recognizes that Max is the president, and then he can get in the $1 billion, but he has to do it in a different way now.
On second thought, nothing for us now.
As thy wish. But don't blame me when you're stuck in the torched wastelands with nary a bag of enchantment to defend thyself.
See you later, Bosco.
To the battle! Godspeed, defenders of the Sire!
Let's see what our rodent friend is up to here.
Hey, hands off the merchandise, pigs.
Oh, ow! That's not safe. Could have stopped his heart.
Well, if it isn't our favorite ethically challenged rat, Jimmy Two Teeth.
Sam was wondering where you'd scampered off to.
I'm touched.
I was wondering what embarrassing pose we'd use when we had you stuffed and mounted.
Yeah, I'm scared out of my wits. You's gonna buy something or what?
You see Bosco in the background with his binoculars. Oh boy. Oh, whoops.
Freelance police, Mr. Teeth. You're under arrest.
Come along quietly and we'll only use excessive force instead of medieval.
Just try it, pigs. Last time I checked, it was a free country.
I'm working on that.
What's a two-bit crook like you trying to sell this time?
I'll ignore that petty insult for the sake of a successful transaction. I'm selling the latest in interpersonal defense.
You're an arms dealer?
You make it sound so cheap. I deal in peace of mind.
What have you got in stock?
Yeah, right now I only got this cannon. You guys look like you should just start out with handguns.
We've already got handguns.
Oh yeah? Where?
Just trust him on that one. How much for that cannon?
It's not for sale.
Worst arms dealer ever.
It's not for sale to you guys. I don't sell to the police. Call it my own ethical code.
But we're just barely police.
Yeah, I seen how you guys work. I sell it to you, and next thing I know, the bunny's got it pointed right at me.
Sell us the cannon, Jimmy.
I already told you, it's not for sale.
Enough games, Jimmy. You're under arrest.
I know my rights. New federal mandate for armament appropriation, and I quote, "No citizen shall be prevented from setting up shop without a license and in someone else's store to sell dangerous weapons indiscriminately to the highest bidder."
Who in his right mind would pass such an irresponsible law?
I couldn't help it, Sam. That gun lobby has these unbelievable gift baskets.
Oh boy.
You're still under arrest, Jimmy.
No chance. Shouldn't ought to argue with the guy with the cannon.
Have we legitimately arrested anybody yet?
What have you been up to, Jimmy?
You know, the usual knitting, working on my tan. What do you think I've been up to? Starting a business ain't easy.
The Better Business Bureau is going to be hearing about that attitude of yours, mister.
Get bored lounging in the White House pond?
Who was lounging, smart guy? I was networking. Turns out DC's a great place to get tips on being an arms broker.
No
Maybe
kidding.
it was a bad idea to move the Oval Office back here, Sam.
You still running with the skin bodies?
I found I no longer agreed with their extremist views.
More like you got a little chilly.
Or got tired of seeing your repulsive pink flesh every morning.
Let's just say I left for a variety of reasons.
It's not too late to make an honest rat out of yourself, Jimmy.
Or a bookend, or a doorstop.
People want weapons, I sell them weapons. What could be more honest?
See you later, Jimmy.
Maybe if you can find me.
Let's see, can we listen in on him?
I'm a wreck. I can see bugs, and I ain't talking.
Guess not. What if we try to shoot him?
Better not.
Ah.
Hey! Ah! Stop it! Watch out! Put that away! What are you doing? He's a crazy man!
Oh, I want to shoot some more. That is awesome.
He'll kill us all! You'll be the death of us all! Don't make me come over there! He's got a gun, and he doesn't know how to use it! Why'd I ever get rid of B-tags? Hey! Ah!
Okay, that was... Oh, I'm glad I found that out. Oh boy. Well, that's the state of things right now, but can we figure out the source of this electron surge and see if we can't fix the internet? Well, you're just gonna have to find out next time on Let's Play Sam & Max Save the World. Thank you for watching, and have a good day. I also love the little poster back here.